I want to talk about disability parking. Now, here in New Zealand, it's called mobility parking, but they still use the disabled sign. Now, this is wrong in my opinion. Here in Southland, where I live, a lot of the disabled mobility parking badges are given out to elderly people that aren't able to walk so far. This badge is given to you by your doctor if your walking distance is restricted. That's the only criteria for this badge. So therefore, why is the disabled sign on here? It shouldn't be, because the criteria for it's got fuck all to do with being disabled. This leaves me with a problem, because normally I can't get parking spaces, despite the fact that I use a wheelchair, which means that I have to go, fuck it and go home. And I guarantee you that most, if not all of, the people in those spaces are the elderly that legitimately got given these tickets because their walking distance is restricted. I'm not saying that's wrong. What I'm saying is wrong is that it shouldn't be classed with a disabled sign. What we actually should have is two types of parking. If you're going to insist on mobility parking, New Zealand, we should have disabled parking. And that's what this actual parking sign says, despite the fact that my mobility parking badge allows me to park here if I'm not able to walk very far, regardless if I'm disabled. The sign actually says that disabled permit card holders. So you see, there's a bit of a problem here, because the way it is constructed, designed and issued is flawed, which means that I can't normally get a parking space, and I'm actually disabled, as in I have got less body parts. So I would love to hear your thoughts on it if you live here in New Zealand, or if you live elsewhere actually, because I think it's a real big fat problem, and it causes me no end of headaches with people that are actually just, I'm saying just, people that are elderly that have 2 feet that probably could walk just a few steps further and don't have a leg missing or a wheelchair to use or anything else. Now, this goes for other people as well. People that have spinal cord injuries and are actually reliant on electric wheelchairs. They all get stuck in the same category as those people who that mobility restricts them from walking very far. I think it's a problem, and I think it needs to be changed.